The crime boss that's been sort of running the whole city leans in and says, "So I see, you get what you want, I get what I want, nobody gets hurt, and you go on your way. Sounds pretty good. What do you do?" If that sort of question makes you freeze up in role-playing games because you don't know what the right answer is, then I'm thinking that you might struggle with what I used to struggle with, which is the actual role-playing of role-playing games, because role-playing is acting. And it's hard. You've built a very nuanced, deep character that you don't know how they would respond, but also you don't know what the dungeon master wants you to say in that situation. What's the right way to advance the story? And if that's the case, I've got a tip that helped me that might help you in any role-playing system, which is use touchstone characters. When you make your character, yes, you want to make a cool, interesting, unique character, but nowadays, when I make a character, I largely pick one, maybe two characters that my character is based off of, because it's a lot easier for me to say, what would Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man do in this situation? Or what would, I don't know, Lilo from Lilo and Stitch do? And if you have that in mind, you're not asking, what should I do? You're asking, what would they do? And it's a lot easier to sort of imagine Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man. Now I'm dressing him up for whatever game I'm playing. I'm playing Dungeons and Dragons in this situation. He gets an offer like that, then he's probably going to take this guy up on it and see if he can set up some way to come back around and serve this guy justice at a more convenient time. But if you got your character was based off of Captain America, to go back to that MCU well, then he would stand up and make a speech about how that's just not how he's going to do this because that's not good for the people. Whereas Lilo from Lilo and Stitch, you've got that similar interaction where she runs into Bubbles, the big CIA agent guy, and she gives him a piece of her mind and tells him all the things that the group didn't want this guy to be told. And these are all interesting ways that the story moves forward. And they're all bold character choices. And so whenever I make a character nowadays, I pick a touchstone character. And when I can't think on my feet to determine what I should do in a situation, I just play it out like an episode of my favorite show in my head. And I say, what would that character do? Now, over time, a lot of the characters that I play, they get nuances that allow them to be a little bit different than the touchstone that I based it off of. Right now, in the campaign that I'm running in Blades in the Dark for my players, I have a character that's sort of themed after the girl from My Cousin Vinny, a street smart Brooklyn girl who's got no respect for anyone. And that's where she started, but she's got angles that are coming in from other aspects. So that's my basic idea for you. My proposition is, if you're having trouble role-playing your character, who can you pick as a character that you know and love from something to be the stand-in when you need decision-making? That's my question of the day. Your most recent character that you've made in a tabletop RPG, who do they remind you of from your favorite TV shows, books, or things like that that could be an easy touchstone for you? That's it. It's a simple one today. I'm focusing largely on my other app, so I decided to do something a little bit more lighthearted today. I want to know how you guys like it. All right, thanks.